Number two, compare your rates to big agencies and convince them on how your agency rates or how your rates are very low. Again, you're starting out as someone who is a freelancer. You're not starting out as an agency. You cannot wake up tomorrow and be like, I'm an agency. No. You're starting out as a freelancer. You're just doing a side thing. Never consider this as something that, okay, this is official, I have an agency, this or whatever. You can do that later on. But when you're first starting out, treat it like as simple as you can. Treat it like it's just like another thing that you're doing. Because obviously you have to take it seriously. But don't be like, oh, I'm a big agency, this, that. No. You cannot be like that. No one's going to trust you in that. Anyway, so compare your rates to big agencies. Sorry, I got off track. Compare your rates to big agencies. This is another very good way of getting clients. Now, when I first started out, a lot of agencies were doing it for, let's say, maybe 10,000, 11,000, 12, I don't know. I really didn't know, but that's the thing that I had in my mind because of the formal marketing agencies that I've, heard about previously. They charge like, I think 15,000 or like, this is back like 4 or 5 years ago when I used to when I used to do YouTube and all these things. I used to hear about marketing agencies, the formal ones that do Google ads. They charge 15,000, 16,000, whatever it is. And they handle your Facebook, your social media, whatever it is. When you're first starting out, keeping your rates low is a very guaranteed way to get clients. For example, you're talking about rates. He asks you, okay, how much do you charge? You can be like, okay, let's have a look at the market and let's have a look at how much other people are charging. This agency over here, they are charging this much per month. That agency over there is charging this much, let's say 15,000 per month. But I know that that's not something you are comfortable with. And that's not something that your budget would be friendly with. So the rate that I have for you guys is much more friendly than the rate that they have. Because with them, you will not be able to continue. Plus, they have this much contract that you have to go through, minimum 3 months, minimum 6 months, minimum 1 year. When you have to stick in a contract with them, it's a very big risk. Why not start with me for this much and you can name a particularly lower rate? When I first started, I got my first client for 3,000, as I said, per month, 3,000 dirhams, which is around like $750. It's basically like the common salary, you could say, in UAE. But alhamdulillah, it was still a very big amount. And alhamdulillah, I thank Allah that He was able to provide me with that opportunity. Now, that's a very guaranteed way of getting a client. Now, you don't have to be like, okay, I'll charge 3,000 because Imran charged 3,000. No, you have to look into your client's business on how much he's making profit. If he's even making enough to be able to comfortably give you 3,000 per month. Is he being able to actually? Is he not? Is he only able to pay 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, maybe even just 500 starting out? The only thing you want in the beginning is starting out and getting paid. Once you start out and you start getting paid, then you can start talking about all the other things about increasing your rate and everything. One more thing that you can do with your clients is when they talk to you about rates and they don't have a friendly budget, what you can tell them is, okay, first month, let's do this much, and you say a small rate. Let's say 1,000 starting out. And then you can be like, depending on your client's budget, obviously. If your client makes much more money, of course, you're going to charge them more. But I'm talking about a local small business whose profit margin is not very high. Let's say you tell them, let's do it for 1,000 per month. Once you see the results, you're not going to be like, if we see results. No, you have to be confident always. Once you see the results after 1 month and you see how I bring customers to your business, then we can talk about the actual rate. Now, this is something he will be thinking about. He'll be like, okay, this guy is not saying if I get you clients, if I get you customers. No, he's saying when I get you clients. He's confident in himself. He can do it. So that's something that you can also do. That's a mistake that I had with my agency because A few of my clients, which I started out with, I got them so popular, so popular, so popular in UAE, so popular. That person became the trendiest person on TikTok. But when I mentioned my rate to him at the beginning, I didn't say this that we'll be changing the rates. This would be a very good thing for me to do with that client that, okay, starting out first month, let's do this much. Once you see the results, we'll up the rate, or we'll do this, or we'll talk about something else.
Sorry, when you go down, the mic is covering your face, so I have to.
Okay. It's okay, it's okay. You can continue. You can continue. It's okay.
I'm just checking the.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, so we had a bit of technical problem, but we're back into it anyway. So, which point was I on? Yeah. So that's the problem, and that's the thing that I did, a mistake, which I stuck onto a very small rate right off the beginning. You can do that if you're comfortable with it, but if you'd like to get paid more, because once your client blows up and he starts getting more sales, why not benefit off of that if you can? So that's something that's very important. Anyway, also about the agency thing that I told you guys about, not to think that you're an agency. This is a mindset that I want you to have. Don't get into an agency and setting up your business and all of these things. Start it out as a freelancer thing, as something that you're just doing to one or two business at the beginning. Then you can scale up big and get your business and trade license and all these other things. But when you're reaching out to clients, obviously you cannot look small in front of them. You have to look confident. You have to look big. You have to act like you're onto big things. Never let the client think that you're not doing something big. You can be like, yes, I just started my agency or something, and I already have 2 people working with me. One is a cameraman, one is a content creator, and I also have this person that does contracts or whatever it is. It might just be that those 2 people working with you are your friends. But in order to look big in front of your clients, you have to make it seem that you're onto big things. This is something that I cannot talk about enough. The level of respect that the client has for you when you talk about these things is incredible. And this is something that I've seen firsthand myself. Like a lot of people that have reached out to me, my respect has gone up for them so much more just because of the things that they say and how they say it. It's not even because of who they are. It's just because of the way they market themselves.